brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now Wilson on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And left side here, it's Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field, because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. There's Wilson to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Now Wilson on second down. And that'll be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Wilson will throw again. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Paul Richardson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Bryant has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. first down. Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Spence in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Ben to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, allow us to sidestep the action on the field for a second. Look at the NFC Championship game coming up. Minnesota, Philadelphia. What do you think, Davis?
How about this? Two 13-win teams going at each other. How about what could have been in the Final Four? If Pittsburgh had beaten Jacksonville, all four teams would have been 13-3.
Yeah.
What a phenomenal season. But even more so when you think about Case Keenum, quarterback of the Vikings, Nick Foles, quarterback of the Eagles. Neither was a starter when the season began, and both were recent teammates with the Los Angeles Rams.
And no one seems to be giving Philadelphia really much of a chance. They didn't last game against Atlanta. They were wearing the dog masks, saying they were underdog after the game. So they've got a chip on their shoulder.
They certainly do. And their offensive tackle, Lane Johnson, actually sold T-shirts about the underdog. One day, nearly $60,000 raised for Philadelphia Public Schools.
Wow. It's going to be a fun one. Vikes, Eagles. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stepped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Roethlisberger. Got a man. It's Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, it's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Wilson. It's caught. Baldwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. In the red zone this time. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They go play action here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Wilson going to throw again. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Wilson throwing on first down. He gets it to Baldwin. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. He's back to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets it down to the 32. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go again with Davis. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
They'll run with Davis. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
They come out here in the eye. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 6 seconds remaining. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. They'll try and run it with Davis. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.